Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to League of Europe Season 4, Division 4 for the final time. It is round 18, and we are here at the Circuit Jose Carl Pete.
Interlagos,
That's what it is.
or how we like to call it, Interlagos.
Yeah, if you want to call it that, you can, but as you can tell, once again, I'm joined by Ghost Recon in the commentary box for the final time of the season, and honestly, what a season it's been. We've had just incredible battles almost every single race, and I don't think there's been a dull race really this whole season that's, you know, been one that you didn't want to watch or that we didn't want to commentate over. It's been crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah, I have to agree. It's just been crazy. Like you said, just great battles. But I think also forgot to mention just the amount of drama that we've been having. Just especially like how we heard in the Discord. It's just a great season from Division Four.
Yeah, it's been one of trials and tribulation you can call it. We almost had a repeat of last year. Um, if you guys were here last year and you remember, um, Excel Ryan towards the end of the season just absolutely took the division and won the championship in the Red Bull, and we almost had the same thing happen with Excel Nolan this season. So a bit of deja vu you could kind of sense in some of the drivers that have stayed in Division 4. And I myself and Ghost were in Division 4 last year, and it was something else to see Ryan take that championship away from Jerome, or no, it was Jasper. It was Jasper actually, not Jerome. My bad.
I believe so. It's been a while, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, I'm kind of seeing who. I think we're having some drivers rock some Brazilian colors because I saw Nolan though. He has the black helmet with the green. Looks like a green and yellow helmet. So I think he's in some Brazilian pride.
Yep, so Goldie on a lap now down through the back straight, the first DRS zone into turn number 4, brake right about in between the 150 brake mark before he's bringing it out curb on the right side.
You had to be very careful on the left side because if you're just too aggressive on it, you can just easily spin the car.
Yeah, now through the tricky and technical sector 2 of the track, it's slow, it's long, you feel like every corner is just copying and pasting in front of you.
Yeah, a little wheel spin from Goldie from the exit of that corner. Is he going to do a little better here? Yes, he does. He's going to short shift it, which is good. Very, very fast hand corner. One of my most favorite parts of the track. Now coming to the very long, twisty straight here. Try not to go over the line too much as he's crossing the line. We'll see what time he's going to be putting in. A 1:07.5. And immediately gets beaten by Jerome.
Who immediately gets beaten by Rand VH.
I think, like, I don't want to give the discredit, but I think it was just mostly had to do with that draft that they had a little toe.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, they're pretty far apart, but the draft could still be in play. So I think that was heated over the line. Now.
Yeah, the draft here is just super important on this track.
So, provisional times so far is 7.2.
Yeah. We might be seeing some 106 here pretty soon. I think right now they're just trying to get used to the track to see how the cars react. Got yellow. That's Brandon. I think he was just getting out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that they're getting used to the track. Mike's on the mediums. I think he might be going for another one here. Just a bit of practice before they go out on the soft. It's a quick lap, so you can use all 4 tire sets if you want
to. Yeah, I'd say I do like how Mike is using the mediums. Like, you say it is best just to get as much information as you can. And he was already invalidated his time. I'm not sure if he was going to try to go for another lap or not. But
So we're going to ride on board here with Exceldon, your champion. It's different saying championship leader, as we've been saying that all season, but the champion of Division 4, qualifying one last time here in Brazil. And we'll see what kind of time the Polish man can put up here.
yeah, keeping the revs very high on the straight, trying to utilize as much speed as he could. He got a purple in sector 1. He's got Frosty Calvin right behind him, but he is not on a time. So he's going to have to be patient behind Don. Be very careful in that corner. So a lot of short shifting from him, which I very understand, because the cars are just very high torque, and if you just be a little too aggressive on the throttle, you can just easily just spin it or have a lot of tire spin.
Yeah, it's easy to do. And these cars, like you were saying, but through the final kinks, and he's going to pull in the pit lane.
That is so odd.
Yeah, so Don not happy with that lap time.
So he did have a purple in sector 1, but I didn't really see anything else after that. And also, Calvin also pitted. He was on an out lap.
Yeah.
So, I think there was something that he forgot, or there was something wrong with the setup. As we now have LFC, he has finally joined up on us. As I say, that should be 15 drivers. Not the best turnout for Division 4, but nonetheless, still a decent one. We got Marty, though, only becoming 7th fastest, though. But I will say this, and I don't think I had time to say this, but this track in Interlagos is just, what a track. It's just a phenomenal track. Personally, one of my most favorite tracks of the calendar, next to Monaco.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really heard anybody say anything bad about this track. I mean, you have the fast swooping corners of the first sector, and
the very long, aggressive straights. It's just a phenomenal track.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I say it has produced one of the most greatest races of all time. Like the race in '91, where Andrew Senna only had 5th gear or 6th gear available to him, and he managed to still cross the line. I think it was 3 seconds ahead of Nigel Mansell. Then the 2008 race, where it was a close race between Felipe Massa and Lewis Hamilton only managed to win the championship in the last corner, which we heard that iconic line, "Is that Glock?" And I think finally the huge charge from Sebastian Vettel in the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, after his spin with Bruno Senna in the after the first straight.
Yeah, it's a track built for champions, you could call it. There's been so many title decisions and title fights held here, and I think it's a shame that it's not the actual final race on the real life F1 calendar that has been reserved to Abu Dhabi for such a long time. But
unfortunately, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
That's fine. It's such a shame, because I think this track has such a better flow to it. It's a quick track. It's a quick lap. I feel like it's got better racing than Abu Dhabi, but I mean, I'm not the person that decides the schedules, so they can do what they want. But Nolan, as we were talking about that, sets a 7 flat. It's almost into the 1 minute 6s, but Jerome actually got into the 1 minute 6s by 0.004 of a second.
Yeah, as I say, I did not pay attention to that.
And so we're definitely in the 1 minute 6s, but how far into the 1 minute 6s can we get?
Say we only have 8 minutes left on the session, so I could be seeing, like, Nolan, though, is the only one who is close enough to it without being in it. So I could see him in the 106.
I think maybe 106.8 might do it for pole position.
It's Don. He's finally back. He's finally back out, but he's only on an out lap, so we might keep a close eye on him. He did only be ninth fastest. I'm not sure he was able to improve on the lap that he was on or not. I lost Don. Oh, there he is. Come on, Lando. Come on, it's a good track. It's a good track. The only people that say it's a bad track are the ones who can't do well on the track. No disrespect. But now we finally have Don starting a lap, really utilizing the track as he locks up the brakes. Coming to the center S's. Very good exit from him. Coming to the straight. Let's see how he does in the first sector. That's a purple sector 1. So far so good for the AlphaTauri driver. Not aggressive to the left-hand side of the track, but that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see what he does here in the middle sector, because he was downshifting, or he was upshifting a lot. He locked the brakes up there.
Not the best exit from that corner, and the entry of there was not great. I think he just did not have the grip to just be very aggressive.
Bit of a lockup going on to the actual, what I consider to be the final corner, but we'll see what it is after he messed up, I believe, turn 7.
Yeah. And then he's going to be crossing the line. It is, wow, only third? Not even the 108s.
Yeah, you gotta think it's the short shifting and not getting the good acceleration out of the corner, and probably coupled with the effect that he didn't have a good exit there.
Yeah, let's see how Calvin does. He did. Unlike Don, he does not get a purple sector 1, but he is I can see he is just lightning fast with this Renault. Pretty decent the entrance, and then good exit from him, shifting the third gear. Lowering the second gear, but went back to third gear for the exit, just to get that traction. Ooh, let's just say, a little too aggressive there. But he made it work, though, as purple is sector 2.
He's now going to have to beat Sam T's time. It went up to pole position with a 106.972.
Yeah, not the best exit on that, like on the final corner, as we would say. He's going to be crossing the line. How is he going to do a provisional pole, though?
Wow, nice lap.
Managed to beat Sam T and Rudy, who was right behind him. As Jared, though, tell them who's the boss on this track. Another provisional pole, even faster than the time he was.
And so 106.8, so they're in my timing range, so now I feel like I know what I'm talking about. It only took me about 18 rounds. But, yeah, this is shaping up to be an interesting final 3 minutes of quali here. These final laps that are going to come through.
As we look into the top, look at the top, I'd say top 5. They're only separated by like hundreds of a second between each other. That is just ludicrous. So literally, almost everyone here has the same speed.
Yeah, the top 3 are within a tenth of each other. Well, Rudy's just outside of it, but not by much. Sam T is 1/10 behind, and Nolan is 1.8 behind. Yeah, it's actually pretty close qualifying.
It's a TGG Storm, though. He managed to get up to the 106, and he lets his teammate Ivan and Mike by. I don't think Ivan and Mike was using a toe, because I don't think it was on the lap. But now he's on the lap, though. He's finally on the softs, so let's see how he does. Not a huge exit from him, but pretty good. Keeping the high revs on the 7th gear, probably a good idea. Locking up the brakes. No, not the greatest entry. Ooh, a little too aggressive, and he clips the grass. That is going to really hinder his time.
Yeah, I think if he pits now, he might be able to go again on a fresh set of tires.
As I say, that incident though, he was like 3/10 above his time. Let's see how California does. California is a good qualifier, and he's all the way down in 13th. But he's going to be crossing the line. What is he going to be able to do? He's run out of ERS and only went up one position. Well, I mean, he is out of the 108. He's finally in the 107s as Storm is the first retiree, thinking that he will not be able to improve that time. He did come into the line. He is going to be the first one of the multiple groups to start a lap, I think.
Yeah, it might be Marty. I think he's ahead of this group.
Yeah.
I think Cerrone's ahead on an outlap.
Goldie is behind him too. So him, Brandy, so Heaton and Brandon are on a time. So who's going to be the fastest of the two? Very short shifty. Ooh, gets a little too aggressive, but he is 2/10 above his time. Below his time, sorry. So he has improved, but was that little incident going to hinder him from improving? It does. Actually, no, he did improve, but not a whole lot. Because Brandon, though, was not able to improve. I think he just abandoned his lap. But now Don, he's coming to the final few corners on the straight. Is he going to be able to improve? Is he going to get out of the 109? He does, but only managed to be 07, like a 7.8. Oh! I just got on board. I remember Mike spinning on the 7S's.
Oh.
As now. So yeah, that is Ivan Mike's qualifying. That's also California, Goldie, Rand, TGG Storm, and Nolan, and also Sam T. Jiren, he's still on a flying lap. Is he going to be able to improve? He's going to be crossing the line, and wow, he actually does.
He improved by a bit, but I think he already had pole position.
Yeah, that is Jiren now. He is confirmed to have that pole position, as everyone else who was on the time has now abandoned it. So that is qualifying.
What a great qualifying that was.
This
is less hectic than the other qualifyings. I think mostly because we only have 14 drivers, and we've usually been getting about 18 to 20 per race. So,
like I said, it's not the best turnout we've had, and I'm a bit surprised since this is the last race and on this track, so I'm a bit surprised.
It's I find it a bit sad to think about it this way, but here in LOE, the top 12 score points, and with there only being 14 drivers, 2 guys won't score points, but the grid, a very close grid at that. The top 4, less than a second, will be Jerome, Sam T, Nolan and Calvin within a tenth. That's your top four of the first two rows of the grid. Then Rudy, Storm, Rand VH, Goldie, Marty, and Heated. All the guys just mentioned, they will start on those soft tires. Then Brandon, Don, California, and rounding out the grid is Mike. They will have free choice of tires. With only 4 drivers outside the top 10, I don't know if they'll go for a different strategy. If they're going to start on the mediums or if they'll start on the hards. But we'll have to wait to see what happens there. As the drivers will now have about a minute to get their strategies underway, we will wait and see if there will be a weather report for anybody or from anyone. It looks sunny, and it doesn't look overcast, so it may be a dry race. But obviously things can change in the 45 to 50 minute race we are probably going to have today in Division 4. And now we will wait just a few more seconds to find out what strategies will unfold here today.
Oh yeah, look at that. Even though we have less cars than we normally do, well, hopefully this will still provide us some good racing.
So Brandon, Don, and California are going to be on the mediums. Mike and LFC, so the person who does not have a name, that will be LFC. He has joined just after qualifying. So happy to have him on the grid. So that brings us up to 15 people. And we are hoping that there will be no lobby issues, as there could be when people join between qualifying and the race starts.
Yeah, just hope. Yep, say we have had issues lately with people joining in. Some people it's just connection issues. So hopefully we will have a clean getaway here when we come to start.
So there's the predicted pit stop strategy. The soft to hard about lap 13. You can go soft mediums.
As I say, we
11 to.
Yeah. I think it's glitched because Jiren's fastest lap is still stuck on the corner for me.
Yeah, it's same here.
So I
think that happened in Mexico.
As there it is we can do the one stop with the soft to hards, or you can do double softs to the mediums.
Yeah, lap 22 is when you want to pit on the mediums. So.
To say, because these tires can last a very long time on this track.
Yeah, tire wear is not too bad, but obviously we will have to see what the drivers do, as everyone drives a bit different. But now Mike and LSC at the back of the grid will file into their positions, and we will get ready for the final race of Season 4 Division 4 here in League of Europe, as we are now just going to wait for the lights to come on. So here we go.
Let's hit it with a bang.
5 red lights. It is lights on, and we're racing here in Brazil. Looked like a pretty good start there from Jerome and Sam T, as well, as they go side by side into the first corner.
Sam T go to the inside though. He's gonna hold it down, but Jiren though he's gonna try to hold it in, but Sam T is now in the lead now, as Calvin is now in P4, he's actually no P3, sorry, as they try to correct it, but now Jiren, he's going to try to look at the outside, they come in contact a little bit, Santee forcing him line, Calvin looks at the inside, but he cleverly backs off, he just didn't leave him any room, that compromises him, now Lowell is going to look at the inside for P3, they come in contact a little bit though, but Calvin though, he's going to hold it in, let's come in contact yet again! Then Calvin is still holding on to the inside line. They come in contact, and now Joel has to concede. Now he is under trouble from Rudy. He's in the inside of Noel. Nolan though, he's just trying to hard battle in the first lap, and they're still going to go to wheel after that huge contact from between one of these two, as Rudy has a spin, and there's the Ferrari of Ran. He's off the track and they're into the grass. They're still going to go wheel to wheel. It's going to be a track race. The drag race sort of like on the straight. Jared is finally back into the lead. As you know, that's Santee. Santee has lost connection. He is ghosted from me. Oh, as you know, he's still into it. And Nolan, though, he gets the position, but not quite yet. Rudy coming back to fight him once again in the inside line. Is he going to be able to hold it just a little bit? As Nolan giving him enough respect to leave him road. And now Rudy up to P4.
What a start. I don't think Nolan there was single file that entire first lap and the first half of this lap. What a start, though, from Calvin. I think he made up a few positions there.
He made up one position, but look at LFC. He made 5 positions on that start of the race. So just what a, I think he's the winner on the first lap here. But I think biggest loser, I think it has to be Marty. As yeah, he's on the hards. He has pitted and also ran. But he's still on the soft, so he hasn't. Oh, Jared loses the back end of the accident of the Sun Asses. He's still going to have DRS, but that allows Calvin to take up to P2 now.
Yeah, so Calvin benefiting from Jerome's unstable rear end. And now Calvin up into P2. So I think now everything's sort of settled down. We might not see too many overtakes like we were on the first opening lap. And the DRS train has now formed on lap 3.
But that was just brilliant racing between Rudy and Nolan. They were side by side with one another for almost the entire lap. This is what I'm talking about with this track. This track is just such amazing for racing.
Yeah, we'll see Calvin. He's pretty close. He's got DRS. It's already open. Sam T pulls to the inside. Calvin tries to go to the outside. Sam T looks to the middle of the track. He's going to make Frosty choose which line they come into contact through turn 1.
The fastest lap. He's going to switch to the inside, but I don't think Santee left him enough space to try to get the good exit, as though he still has the DRS. Santee's going to be a little aggressive defending him, but he's going to take it to the inside. He's going to be later on the brakes. Looks like they're going to come contact Santee. Santee is split. He's got damage. He's got damage. Oh, no. It was a terrible camera angle. I didn't see much of what happened between the two, but it did look like they both come in contact.
Yeah, I think Sam T just around the outside might have just hit Calvin in the wrong way, and it spun him around. I don't think there was anything Calvin or Sam T could have done there. They were fighting for a position. It's just unfortunate.
It just, in the point of view, it did look like an incident. I think just Santee might have just been too aggressive on the throttle. But he is sure going to be kicking himself for that, though.
You know, an excellent lap to put in qualifying to put himself into the top 5. And to have something like that happen, he is
LFC, though, he is now under pressure from Rand. Rand is going to look at the inside, and he's going to get that move done. Oh no, Santee just retires after that incident. You didn't want to see that. I feel like he could have at least scavenged something out of it.
Yeah.
But right now our leader will be Frosty Calvin. And on the top 5, we have a very good DRS train here.
Yeah, it's looking pretty spicy, as I like to say. The top 5. all have DRS, but I don't think anybody's close. Maybe Rudy. Rudy seems to be the closest out of this train. We'll see if he can salvage a move. It's Nolan with the fastest lap now in 9.7. Rudy not close enough on that lap.
Yeah, Rudy though, he's just slowly catching up to Jerry, and he's now all over the back of the Alfa Romeo. So I think if he's just patient for now, he could possibly make a move, like move on him here in a short time. And ooh, LFC in California getting to each other's wheels. They come in contact a little bit, but luckily no damage from one of the two. And as I say, LFC though, he had a good start, but now it just seems like he's just falling back again.
Yeah, he might have cooked his tires trying to make up all those positions that he did. I think it was about 5 positions he made up. So his tires may be cooked, and they might be overheating. His mic got really close there in the braking zone.
Yeah, Marty is the only one with the penalties right now, and right when I said that, he pulled up another one. I think the commentator's curse is really starting to take effect on him.
Yeah.
As we got a yellow. Mike. That is, yeah. Just loses it in the exits of the last corner. Well, we would like to say last corner, just to help viewers out. He did all over the back of Goldie. Is he gonna make a move here? Nah, Goldie just not leaving a door for him to be open. By the looks of it, Nolan and Jiren are the only ones who has managed to have good ERS saving, as everyone else around them has used a lot of their energy.
Yeah, Frosty through that second sector there, I think he was about at 38. I mean, it's a tricky one because if you don't run it at all in the second sector, you can save some, but if you're in this DRS train, you need it to defend from the guy behind. So it's a tricky situation, but it seems to be working as Jerome really hasn't closed up that much. As now but he has now finally got past Goldie. They come in contact a little bit on the straight, but now he is going to be holding on to the position. But let's see if Goldie, he's going to try to come back to him. He does have the DRS. He's going to switch to the inside on the grass. I think he did leave him enough space, but I think Goldie, he was lagging for him. Not sure though. Yeah, he was heated. He moved a bit. You maybe left enough space, and there was more space there on the right side of the track.
Calvin has lost the back end. I'm not sure if he hit the wall though. No, he didn't. But he ended up losing the lead there. But he's getting in front of TJ Shore though. And now I believe that's LFC. He has also lost his back end. So that has heavily compromised Storm. He was in the back of Nolan's DRS, but Calvin got in front of him and blocked him, so he couldn't stick with him.
Ray Slater spinning there in the final corner, and yes, LFC did too there in turn 7.
Ran now up to P9, managed to pass Don. Don, I think right now is just having a miserable race right now.
Yeah, he's on the medium, so he's going to go a bit longer. We'll definitely see how his strategy is going to play out if he can make up a few positions when he pits for maybe the soft tires towards the end of the race.
In the same place as Calvin! Now Rudy is up to the P1, now Nolan is up to P2! What is going on with the leaders in that corner?
It might just be the tires. You gotta think, we saw the pit strategy, it was lap 11 is when you wanted to pit, so you gotta think the tires are starting to fall off now. We're only 2 laps from that pit window. So now, the Jeffs in their ears will say, the pit window is close. The 2 drivers in the lead.
Nolan! Nolan has a 3-second timing penalty.
And he's the only one of the top drivers that have a penalty, so he's gonna have to push it here.
Yeah, he's gotta pass Rudy. He's gotta pass him to make it work.
He's on the ERS. He's gonna try to go around the outside.
Around the outside.
Oh.
Thought about it, but not enough dragon. But he goes to the inside. Rudy giving him enough room to try to make that move as he looks like go to the outside, but not enough traction to do it. But he comes ahead of him again. A little bit of contact. Gonna go wheel to wheel in this corner. Oh, keep it clean, boys. And Nolan gets the move done.
Wow, what a move.
What a move.
And now this is made Jerome right on the back of them. No one's gonna pit this lap.
Rudy got the DRS. He's gonna come and try and come at him. We got a yellow, I think. I'm not sure exactly who it was, but Nolan, though, he's gonna try to stick on the inside. Rudy on the outside. He gets the move done. He's not back up to P1. But how much longer though? Nolan back with the DRS, coming to the outside. Is he defending the inside? They're still gonna go wheel to wheel here, but Nolan looks like he had the better traction. He's gonna get that move done, back up to P1.
Yeah,
as Rudy picked up. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing you were. Rudy picks up a time penalty, leaving Nolan enough space he had to cut the corner. So that's just how close these guys are racing. That they'll have to get penalties if they want to give each other enough room. So it's interesting that Nolan to the lead, and if he's going to pit this lap for medium or for hards, he's got a clean entry. He doesn't have to worry about anybody braking early. He controls the pit stops now.
No. So pretty much, so the question is, what is everybody behind it going to be doing? Are they going to be following on the same strategy?
Yeah, they're coming.
Or are they going to?
No.
Yeah, he faked it. As I say, are they going to be doing the same thing as Rudy lost a little bit of traction there, so and I keep getting interrupted by these guys. But are they going to be doing the same thing as one another, or are they going to follow the mentality of do what he doesn't do?
Yeah, I don't think this track really has a second strategy that is equal or even better than the one stop. So it's going to be interesting what they do, and I think since the top three is so close together, even towards the pit stop phase, you got to think that they're just going to pit maybe one lap after each other on the same lap and just keep this battle going the entire race. And I certainly hope it stays this way.
Oh, I hope so too. And this, as Nolan though, he's gonna be under pressure from Rudy as he dives it inside the pit lane. So he's the first one on the top three to make the call.
And so Nolan and Calvin into the pits. They're gonna put on the medium tires. So we were bamboozled by the AWS strategy as always, and the mediums go on to Nolan's car, and we'll see. The top five are going to have to pit this lap, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think this is the one. Yep, I think he should just stick to the one-stop strategy, or heck, I think he's going to try to see if there will be a safety car later on this race. Not sure though, but he wants this one stop to work.
Yeah, you can see Brandon and Don, they're P6, P7. They're on the mediums already, so they won't pit until later in this race. But Nolan is pretty far behind Don, so he has a clear track ahead of him. He won't have to worry about traffic.
Yeah, he has clean air to work with. He's only 19.5 seconds behind. Now let's see with Rudy, he's going to be diving into the pits, but Jared, he's going to be staying out. What do you think about that? But I say Nolan though, purple in sector 2, so he might have the fastest lap.
I mean, you got to think that Jerome and Storm and Goldie as well, that they just have that extra bit of life in the tires. Goldie and Brandon, their teammates at Williams, they're on completely different strategies, so Goldie can pick whatever he wants.
Sorry, Rusty, but let's see how the strategy is gonna work. Rudy is now coming to the pit entrance, but Nolan is right behind him. So looks like the jump has worked for Rudy.
So, yeah, Nolan there behind Rudy. Early stop didn't work. And Nolan on 1 lap older tires, that can make a difference at the end of this race. As Jerome and Storm around the final corner, we'll see if they fit this lap, and they should.
I think that free DRS is what gave him the edge there. As now we got Jiren, he's diving inside the pits now. So we have three. So we kind of have 3 somewhat different strategies between the two. But I don't think Jiren's going to hold on to the position though. As Rudy and Nolan coming already on the straight. And now Jiren, he's going to be under pressure. And so now we're going to have Rudy and Nolan passing Jiren for that lead. And also, Calvin, though, in the pit strategy, he managed to make the pit strategy work. As Jiren, he's on the back of them now, so he's still in the DRS, but he's still in this battle.
I think that was key for Jiren, just making sure that he came out in the DRS, because if you lose that, you will lose everything.
Yeah, precisely. So Jiren, he has the fresher tire. Him and Rudy are the freshest compounds right now. That's what Jiren is, because Rudy did pit a lap earlier. I'm not sure why he's not coming up to him. It said he did. So, a little weird. But as we got Rudy just having the DRS on Don. So not what Nolan needs right now from the AlphaTauri driver, and he's hoping he can be pitting here soon. And I think Don can pit right now for some softs.
20 laps to the end, so he's going to have to wait till about, I'd say maybe lap 20 is Rudy really close there.
On the outside, and he gets that done, the better grip on the car, but he gets to the head of the back, and then Nolan hits him that's Nolan, hits to the back of him, and that is his front wing gone! That's damage for Nolan!
Safety car.
Safety car! Oh, wow, Nolan getting away with that. As that is LFC, he has crashed it on the straight. How in the world did he do that?
I'm hoping his car is still there and we're on board with Brandon and maybe...
A drive-through penalty for Marty!
Oh, no. So that's Marty's race over then. You gotta think that the safety car held. Brandon's in the pits. So that's going to help Brandon out so much. Don as well. They won't lose as many positions as they would have.
I can't remember. Actually, no, Brandon. He did start off the mediums. Is he going to be switching to actually, he's going for the softs.
Yeah, the safety car is going to be out for an extra few laps here. So you got to think that he can maybe save them to the end. This could work.
As the front runners are staying out, and I don't think they should go in. I think this is the best call that they can make right now.
Yeah. But Nolan there with wing damage.
Yeah, as I say,
Don.
I think Nolan should have pitted and put a fresh soft tires on.
Yeah, he's definitely got to have a fresh pair of mediums. So you got to think that maybe he could have put on another pair of softs too if he had it. And go to the end like Brandon and Don are, but I mean at least get rid of the wing damage because that second sector is going to hurt him so bad. But
yeah, the second, I'm not sure if it might be minor damage, so where he might not notice a difference, but
yeah,
But I think it will be a difference, though. But we're probably gonna have to wait and see, though, if he does not pit.
Yeah, I think the other thing though is that the championship's
Yeah,
already
yeah, no,
over.
it's saying, yeah, yeah, the championship was already over. So just try to do a good performance, like just get yourself up as best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, this goes really. He goes ahead. He thinks he's doing that old trademark, which is Senna coming along the safety car. He's telling him to get on, go on, get on. As I say, the safety car in the real life are very quick. I have to say, just a very agile car.
So we won't go racing this lap coming up. So the safety car should be pulling in on lap 19. So those sauce will go about 16 laps. So that's about one lap more. 1 or 2 laps more than I think we saw the drivers up at the front do. So it's a stretch for Don and Brandon, but I think it could work. Marty in California, they're going to do the same. They're in the back.
As Marty, I'm not sure if he actually pitted or he actually started the drive-through.
Oh.
He did. 5-second penalty with Brandon and Storm also with a 5-second penalty. Oh my goodness.
I don't think...
Actually, no. Marty still has that drive-through penalty.
Oh, Calvin. Calvin's in the wall.
Calvin! Oh no! What happened? And that is front wing damage from him.
I think Brandon's having connection issues. He's jumping all over the track, so I think his car is hitting other people's car.
I think so.
I think that's what's happening.
Do you think that Brandon hit Calvin, and that led him to get the damage, or do you think that he tried to avoid Nolan, or he just made a mistake?
It's hard to tell, but they're not in line back here. I'm really confused on what's going on. The safety car is going to come in this lap.
Yeah, this is horrible time for Calvin. If the safety car would be coming in, if that would have happened the last lap, that would have been all right. He would have lost a lot of positions, but it would have hurt as bad as it does now. And yeah, safety car in this lap. This is not what Calvin needed. He was in the battle. He was in this battle for the win.
Yeah, so the safety car pulling into the pit lane.
Nolan's got to have a huge jump here just to get to the pits, as we got the safety car right in front of him though. As now we're back in racing. Is that Jarrett? Is the inside of Nolan? Nolan in the outside. He hit clips the grass, and there's Jarrett now up to P2. What a start from the Alfa Romeo driver. Goldie now, he's going to be looking at Nolan. Nolan is now under pressure from the Williams driver, as Goldie is going to look at the inside. He's going to break lane. Yes, he will. He's got the move done. Nolan, terrible start from him. I don't think he had the proper temperature to keep up.
Yeah, it's probably just the proper temp, like you were saying, and the wing damage. You can see Heated just making up loads of time there through 6 and 7.
Yeah, his teammate all over the back of him. Well, there'll be team orders here. He is not able to keep up with the pack, as his teammate is just all over him. And yeah, that's where we see the Hendricks on that corner right there with that front wing damage. Yeah, I think he should have pitted.
Yeah.
And yeah, we really see it as his teammate dives in the inside from him, and now he's up to P4 as Nolan lifts up on the throttle, lets his teammate by. So he lets that teamwork happen right there.
Yeah, Nolan giving Heated the chance to chase down the race leaders.
As we get the AlphaTauris, I think they're gonna be fighting each other here. So we might have some team orders here, but they both are on the same strategy. But then again, Marty does have a drive-through penalty. As I see a Ferrari in the inside of Brandon, but Brandon managed to hold off to it. Rand had a horrible start in this race, but he's managed to scavenge this a little bit as he loses traction though, and he was really under pressure from California, who was on the outside, but he still managed to hold it in, as he is a medium runner between soft tires. But now we finally have DRS available. We won't be able to see it till the second straight. And Brandon nearly hit the back of Nolan. Nolan, like I said, definitely should have utilized the safety car.
Yeah, I mean, as we found out this entire second half of the season, Nolan has the pace, so I think if he wanted to maybe score some good points for Red Bull here, he should have pitted. And you can see Brandon just weaving back and forth, trying to find a way past Nolan. It won't happen in this corner, but he's really close there.
Yeah, Nolan is just pushing Brandon back into Rand and pushing him back to California.
And the top four now breaking away. It's 2.6 seconds from Nolan to Heated. In just those 2 laps, I believe, where Heated got past Nolan. And Brandon's also using a lot of his DRS. He's only at 10% there. Nolan's at 65.
Rand is only at 40. Is that? That is the front wing of a Ferrari, I think, as that is Rand that hit the back of Goldie. I'm not sure. I think that is front wing damage from the Ferrari driver. I'm gonna have to take a quick look. Yeah, that is. Oh no.
The race I was looking up on the upside for Rand BH has now spiraled down once again.
As I say, a lot of drama happening with Brandon. As Brandon got another 2 or 3 second time penalties on the same lap. If he managed to get another one, he can't get disqualified.
Take a look at the penalties now.
As Brandon lost the traction and the downforce is California is now up to P7. Brandon is now in the inside of Nolan. He comes in contact with Nolan though. I don't even know what happened right there. It looked like he just turned into him. As Brandon, he has no ERS deployment to use. Brandon, he's going to look into the inside, but does not look like... wait, we got California outbroke himself. That is the front wing, I think, of Iverman Mike. And now Calvin, he loses out that position. It's not Frosty. Frosty lost it in the last sector.
So wings are flying all over the place, but Rudy got past Jerome on that lap, so Rudy into the race lead. Calvin will pull into the pits and retire from the session.
Yeah, that's just terrible. As I remember, Mike, he is now under pressure from Don. Marty has already done his drive-through penalty. So this, please keep it clean, boys. We don't need any more front wings flying. Actually, no, that was the front wing of Brandon. Brandon now has front wing damage. So these 3 drivers who are battling with one another all have damage.
Yeah, this is going to slow everybody up as Nolan's in the pits.
Yeah, California is the only... California is the only one here who does not have any damage. Is now we have, but the battle that we kind of not been seeing here is Rudy and Jiren sticking with the Mercedes driver, and unfortunately for Nolan, that is his race over. But he is not out of it yet. He's still in the points, so he could try to help scavenge something for his team. But this cluster right here, all the way from P5 to P9, just this huge clutter of cars. Ran, I think he has more front wing damage. I'm not sure though. He went a little wide there. And I'm surprised that California just cannot get past him. He definitely has the time. He definitely has the tire advantage. And then also the wing advantage. But now he's going to look at the outside in the straight. It's going to be a drag race towards the first corner. As California, they come in contact a little bit, but that allows California to get up to P6. Ivan and Mike now into the fight.
Well, Mike's not got a lot of ERS to play with, so he's going to have to save it for a few laps and just sit behind Ran and hope for the best. And maybe just use the downforce that Mike has to the advantage as Nolan picks up another penalty. The only thing that's going to save Nolan's race is a safety car.
That it will. I will take a look here on the penalties. Marty with a 12-second penalty. Jiren with 5 seconds. He did 5 seconds. Ryan 5 seconds, and Nolan with 6 seconds. And while everyone else is on 3 seconds. So if Goldie stays within 2 seconds of Jiren, then he can inherit second place.
It's going to be interesting. We're now 10 laps to go. And Jerome and Broody are within 3/10 of each other, so they're going to be fighting for this win.
My apologies for messing up the name, but yeah, Jerome though, he's doing everything he can just to see if he can get past him. As we see California, he's now at the P5, so now he can finally stretch his legs, see what kind of pace he can do. Ivan and Mike and Ran going side by side to come in contact a little bit, but that is Ivan and Mike making a move on Ran. Good move from the racing point.
And he's using the downforce levels to his advantage, and unfortunate wing damage for Ran V8s there. We'll see Don now. He's got the ERS to use.
Yeah, I think him and Ran are having huge connection issues with one another, but it don't matter. He is now up to P8. But I think Ran is going to try to come back at him though. But Ivan Mike, he's on the back of Brandon now. So Brandon also suffering from that wind damage, and also his tires are going to be starting falling off at this point.
Yeah, he's also got no ERS to play with, so Brandon's probably got the slowest engine on track. And we'll definitely try to see if Mike can pull off an amazing move like he did on Rain VH to get around Brandon here in the second sector.
Oh, as he had that momentum to go to the outside, but just not enough. But he wasn't ahead enough to fully commit to it. So I remember Mike is on the does have the downforce and the tire advantage over Brandon, and he also has. I mean, he is on par with Brandon when it comes to ERS, except Brandon is not very that conservative for his though. And that's Sector 3, that's a racing point, that is Storm. Yeah, that's Storm. As I remember, like, he cuts really hard there. So that was going to give him a warning, without a doubt. but Don is all over the back of Mike. He's being held up by Brandon as that is Storm, who is now retired. That allows Nolan to be up to P11, so that's another point added to the Red Bull driver. Very close. We have just so much close racing here on this track. Just wow. Is a Jiren, Jerome, he needs to get this move done as soon as possible, so he can get away from him. The rev glitch. Oh, as I say, that is Jordan. I actually hit.
Oh, Mike's in the wall.
Oh, Mike. Oh no.
Yeah, we didn't get it on stream, but I think he might have been trying to overtake Brandon. Is Don up the inside of Brandon? A little bit of contact. You can see the hand wave. Brandon off track.
Yeah, Don just pretty much just shoved him out of the way, just saying, "Get out of my way."
Don up to P6 now, and Mike hitting the wall in the set of S's. And I gotta think that he was trying to overtake and came into contact because he hit the wall on the inside where the pit lane is.
Yeah, I think that might be the case because Brandon has come in contact with a lot of people during the course of this race. But Jiren, now all over the back of Rudy, is he going to be able to finally get this move done? He needs to get it done because he only has 5 laps to go just to get a 2-second gap from him. But it's not enough.
I think Jerome, he's got to be pushing Rudy into a mistake here. He's got to try.
He has to apply pressure. He is applying pressure on him, but not enough. It's Rand now up to P7, passing Brandon. So now allows the Ferrari driver to have some sort of clean air.
You know, I'm interested as well. Don's the only guy without penalties on track, so if he can push, he might be able to take P5 from California. Yeah. If he can use it to his advantage and get near
Jiren getting on Rudy. He's gonna dive to the inside of Rudy.
Oh,
and
no!
They come in contact. Jordan is now spun. He is spun. It now allows Goldie to inherit P2, but he goes really wide just to avoid him.
And thankfully, no penalties issued there as Goldie had to avoid Jerome, who was coming back on track. He was ghosted, but Jerome's rears are going to be absolutely cooked after trying to just spin the car around. And this now has given Rudy the chance to just relax and take this car to the end of this race.
That is Marty now up to P9. He had a terrible race, but he's trying to make something out of it. Now up to P9, but he does have a 12-second time penalty, so without a doubt, he will be losing those positions.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what Jerome can do here. I think he's just got the better pace than Goldie.
Yeah, Jerome, he's got the DRX on Goldie, so he's gonna look at the outside. Goldie getting a little defensive, try to push him off a little bit off the track, but that would not be enough to help. That would not be enough to help him though. And that is Jiren on the. Or Jerome, I apologize, Jerome now up to P2. I keep messing up his name. I apologize. As I now noticed, Nolan has now got past Ivan and Mike. So now he's got to work to get that 3-second gap off of him now. But Ivan Mike does have the DRS on him. So that allows him to stick with him just a little bit longer. And Nolan goes really wide there. He's gonna pick up a warning for his trouble.
Everyone's so spread out now. I'd say other than Nolan and Mike for P10 and Jerome and Goldie for P2. So you got to think now it's just penalties that are going to decide the finishing order of this race.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it's gonna be left to penalties now. Does it say Nolan though, he's already ahead of Ivan Mike by now a second and a half. So he's gonna have to do what he did last lap, just to be safe, to secure him that P9. I would say P10, but with all those penalties for Marty, it's kind of hard to. The only way Marty is able to hold on to, I don't have to say it, and able to hold on to a P10 is if Nolan gets another 3-second time penalty. Now we are on we have 2 laps to go, but I would say this has just been an interesting race, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's definitely up there for one of the final races of the season. The battles all the way through, I'd say until about lap 30 when everyone started to just fan out, and I think the guys without wing damage got ahead of the guys with wing damage. And oh, I think is that Brandon? Yeah, that's Brandon. He's around.
Yeah,
he's around in the set S's.
Oh, that Brandon, his race has just been a spiral downhill, and that is huge front wing damage from him. That allows Nolan now to be up to P9. He's really got to be pushing this car now, like, for Marty, and somehow Marty has been gaining time on Nolan, even though Marty has on 16 lap old tires. And oh, I've been reminded with another 3-second time penalty, so that would probably secure Nolan that P9.
Yes, it will. Might be even more with Marty with the 12 seconds of penalties. We're Rudy at the front. Jerome.
But Rudy, though, just an onyx. I did not expect him to lead this race, to be fair. Like, I did not see this one coming from him, but he's just been dominant here. Like, he's just been keeping his nose clean the entire time and just waiting for opportunities to come his way.
Oh
no, Nolan! Nolan with a 3-second penalty!
Yeah, Mike's got to push. He's got to make up 8 tenths, 9 tenths now. He's got to make up a second if he's going to want that position.
There's
it
no
doesn't
way.
look like it's going to happen.
But we're going to jump on Rudy, though. He has done everything that he needed in this race, showing us that he has some good pace in the final race of the season. He comes home to win the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Jerome's going to take home P2. Goldie will take home
P2. But P2 is going to be so close.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Goldie nearly getting that P2. Jerome just barely holding on. And California now up to P4. Don is now up to P5. Rand P6. Oh no, he did P6. Rand P7. Marty is going to cross P8. But Nolan is...
Yeah, I think he figured he was going to lose the positions anyway. That's a pretty hard impact. I've never seen a car look like that before. But, yeah, Nolan not going to finish the last race of the season, just short of the line, as Brandon will now come around the final corners and take home P10. So, yeah, season's over.
Yeah. What a way to end the season. full of great racing and huge drama, as the game is deemed California Driver of the Day. But it's gotta go to Rudy, in my opinion. Like I said, right place, right timing, and had the pace to back it up. And if you think about it, no mistakes from him whatsoever either.
Yeah, picked up one penalty. And went to the end with it and didn't pick up another one. So a great job from Rudy there to take the victory in the last race of the season.
But congratulations to Goldie though, with that P3, almost had P2 from Giron, which luckily for Giron though, another satisfying podium for him. So yeah, that is the result from the Brazilian Grand Prix and the final race of Season 4.
Yep, so Rudy will take home the win. Giron in P2 and Goldie in P3. There is your podium finishers, and it's going to be California, Don, Heated, Rand VH, Marty, Mike, Brandon, Nolan, and Storm. Top 12 picking up points. Storm might pick up the points. I don't know how many laps he completed enough to get it. It's, I think, 95%. Then Calvin, LFC, and Sam T rounding out the grid 13th through 15th, respectively. So, yeah, season's over. I don't know what to do anymore on Saturday afternoons. It's going to be pretty boring until we get started back up in January.
I say my drinking habits will probably bring back up. As I say, just what a season. Just like I said, for me, it's just been a privilege just commentating for this league.
Yes, it has. I'm very grateful to be commentating on one of the best leagues out there. We are so close. I'm looking at the screen right now. We are so close to 500 subscribers. That is amazing to see. But yeah, season's over. Don is your champion, as we have said before.
And I think Red Bull was the constructors champion, if I remember correctly, right? Or
no, it's actually Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
Might take it, especially with Rudy's good performance. So Mercedes should be the constructors champions, but obviously, if you want to look at the full results when they are updated in the coming days, you can go to f1leagueofeurope.com and follow the tabs PS4, F1 2020, and standings, and all the divisions should be there if you want to take a look at the final standings when they are updated.
Yeah. But unfortunately, though, it has come to that time though. It has been Alt Maverick and Ghost Recon who have been commentating for Division 4, and for one final time, we will have to say thank you for joining us, and hopefully we will see you in the next season of League of Europe.
Yep. Thank you guys for being here. Take care.